Now, before I reveal the top Garrison pairing and the tips, here's something you need to know. If you don't have enough troops, no Garrison will help you, but there are a couple things you can do to get more points and therefore more rewards. If you're having low troops, trust me, I've been there. The thing you want to do is obviously ask for from your alliance members to actually send a march or two to your city. And if you're lucky, the leadership will put a marker on you and you'll be fine. The second method is to try to position your city next to a high-powered city so that that player, if he uses AoE commander, he can also attack your legion. For example, this Garrison god, I dare say, is a perfect example. He's high-powered. The more troops you have, the more skill damage you do, or the more damage you do. So you want to try to position yourself as close as possible. This also depends on the position of the fortress. So in this case, it will be like right here, if possible, or here. His AoE can also hit the target as well. Now, the best garrison, and I tested this with my own experience, is hands down Sun Tzu with YG. It's just too much damage, a lot of skill damage, and AoE. That's the main thing. It does not care about a troop type. You can do this with any legion the game gives you. Before I used to switch, if the legion takes extra damage from archers, I will put archers, cavalry. But with this, you have no reason. The amount of damage you do is just ridiculous, and I think this is the most affordable garrison you can use as a free-to-play. If you don't have YSG, you can use like Kusunoki maybe. I've used it in the past. Obviously not as good, but he also has a lot of damage and he can do just fine. Now Martel is someone I use as well, but he just does no damage, no skill damage, and you need to be quick when it comes to Legion because you may get swarmed by more than one. That's why I don't like Martel as much. Now the preparations are very simple. Put on your main garrison. For me, it's Sun Tzu. Try to put the best equipment you have across the board. For me, it's this. Obviously, with the iconics and some crits. But if you have multiple sets, like I have with cavalry and infantry, try to get the both bonuses if you can, because these apply to every troop type, and it's the best outcome. I try to stack infantry and health, infantry defense, and health across the board, and accessories can be whatever you have. Recently I made a horn, so I used the horn. Before that I used the ring, but you can use whatever you have at your disposal. One thing to make it easier is obviously the talent build, and this is my talent build. I don't change it at all. I try to put as many points into rage generation, and also this talent is great if you get swarmed, but I rarely get swarmed anymore. Like I said, the amount of skill damage you do is insane, and the amount of rage you gain is also, you're pretty much a machine gun. What can you do to amplify that further is adding a formation. I haven't done that, so let's do it right here. Arch formation is good if you have more than one legion attacking you because you deal also more counterattack damage. Wedge, both of these commanders do ridiculous amount of skill damage and they boost so much. You can easily pick this. V formation is useless. Echelon is also useless. You don't have any buffs with this setup. And hollow square is something you can do for defensive purposes, but it is not that required. Line obviously not, and triple line is useless. But then again, the most important thing is the armaments you have. Pick whatever formation you have that gives off the most stats for armaments. And the beauty for armaments for city garrison is you don't care about a specific troop type. You want to have the best troop type across the board, and you can have something like this, like a good inscription. I'm going to use this, and let's see. Infantry attack, not bad. Siege, no. Yeah, you can do something like this. This is perfect example. Triple stats, inscription, use it. Once again, try to find some inscriptions, but just put on the stats, does not matter. And here we can do something like this. It's pretty solid. There you go, you have multiple stats across the board. Try to get as best as you can. And obviously the thing you want to do is also optimize your commander tab. But I usually put Sun Tzu right here for the extra stats. I keep the YG here. And obviously you can use a defense or attack token. Since I'm in KVK, I won't use either. I don't really need it. I don't even need to switch the equipment because the KVK tech is just too strong. So don't worry about that. But if you're in home kingdom, you can always pick the best rune you can. And for extra attack, you can also scout to get War Frenzy. And that's about it. I hope this video helps you. Legion is coming tomorrow here in this kingdom, but I wanted to make a video today because I think it's worthwhile for people to prepare. And with these tips, I hope you do. If you liked the video, please subscribe, join our Discord, and I will see you in the next one.